Now we're on the desktop. There's two programs. We previously talked about VSeeFace, which we will be using later on in the video. However, we're going to be using virtual motion capture. I do have the paid version. It is $3 on Patreon, and I highly recommend it. What's $3 to you? That's you know, a McDouble, and luckily, you know, maybe a large drink. So definitely get the paid version, and I'll explain here in a second why you would rather want the paid version than the free version. But you can mess around with the free version. You know, all links will be in the description. So let's go ahead and open up virtual motion capture, and it will pop up with a mini control panel, and it will also pop up with a box of a box where you can import your avatar. So let's go through the settings here, and I'll show you how to calibrate your HTC Vive trackers with your avatar. So open VRM, then import your VRM, which is the avatar model. Then after it'll pop up with the image, then click agree. Then you'll have your stuff, your avatar on this box. You can mess around with the backgrounds. So there's chroma key, blue background, white, there's custom, and there's transparent. And make sure, you know, you can hide the border if you want, but I'm just to keep it as that for the time being. And as for the camera, you know, you can mess around with the motions. Actually, let me set it to this. You can set it front, which is displayed as is. You can set it to the back. You can choose free, which you can use your scroller button by pressing it down, and you can zoom in, zoom out. You can turn it around, and a position fix. And if you want to mess with the field of view, you can, and the smoothness, the mirror, so it shows the opposite. You know how a mirror effects works. Show grid if you want it, but however, I don't care for the grid. So, excuse me. Lip sync, check mark that, and choose your microphone that you're talking into, so it mimics your avatar. As you can see, I'm talking. And as for the face, if you want to mess around with the face where it's neutral, or if it's joyful, angry, and sorrow, so on and so forth. I'm gonna keep mine at neutral, have yours on auto blink. And again, in my previous video, I talked about having your iPhone using Wide IO, and you can track your blinking. But if you don't have that, then just leave it at auto blink, so it just looks natural. You don't want someone just over the bed waked up to and he just doesn't blink whatsoever. That's kind of creepy. At least I want my person who's creeping on me at least to blink, you know what I mean? Anywho, you can change the shadow. Let me zoom out, like the shadow of your avatar, but I'm not gonna mess around with that as well. And there's advanced options, and you can mess around with that if you want to. Let's talk about calibration. And what we want to do is open settings first. Oops, not settings. Click on the settings button. Then here on the bottom left, there should be Vive trackers. I don't see that. You're making me look like a fool. Open tracker set. Okay, so these are the tracker settings that you want. So if I were to move one of my trackers, it will go green, so that it'll give you an indication of which one is which. So I have that assigned to my right hand, but however, move the tracker and assign it to where you want it located. So it's on my right hand. I'm moving my left hand. Oop, hold on, let me stop moving my hands real quick. Okay, moving my left hand. Okay, so we see that tracker. Okay, assign it to the left hand. And once I move my my head, you know, I can assign it towards my head. and I'll show you all the available trackers in this below, and that's a pretty cool feature to have. If you have other trackers, you can go ahead and assign it. You could use your VR headset if you really wanted to, but I'm not going to be playing in VR when I mostly play desktop games like Call of Duty or whatever. So it's all depending on how your configuration works out best for you. Then after you selected all the appropriate trackers into its designated spots, go ahead and close. And let me talk about the paid version versus the free version. With I have the free version screenshotted, and with VMC protocol motion sender, you can see in this box it says the a fan box in the Patreon link. You do not have that on the free version. I strongly recommend get the paid version. Again, it's only $3. That's really, really cheap. And so what this does is, in the previous video, I talked about with how I'm able to blink with my let me move that. So how I'm able to blink using my iPhone, and it also tracks the head on the iPhone too as well. And it honestly helps out, because when you're sending that from the Wide.io app on the iPhone, and you can receive it on this end through that port number, then what you could do is open up VSeeFace, and you can send that to VSeeFace, and which supports Leap Motion Controller on motion virtual motion capture software. It does not support the Leap motion controller whatsoever. So that's why I strongly recommend, if you're gonna go full body tracking and full send on being a VTuber, then at least purchase for this. So we have it on this port, and let's go ahead and open up VSeeFace here as well. All right, start. And now into the settings. So you see two of me, right? Two different programs. So in the settings, you'll go to general settings, then you will scroll down, and in the previous video, I had this check mark, apply VSeeFace. Make sure you unapply that or uncheckmark that. Then it's actually receiving the data from the virtual motion capture program, and without it conflicting with the VSeeFace settings. And make sure that the port number on this is the same. Then you should be good. So now, let me move this to the side, and we're gonna actually get our trackers working. Let's go ahead and just close out of that. Then let's go ahead and use calibration. So here's the tracker. If I move my head, you can see the white sphere, and put it in position. Make sure your arms are matching the same position as the one in your avatar. It's going to give you a 5-second countdown. All right. So now, as you can see, I can start moving around. Go to your save settings and go ahead and save it, or else when you open this back up again, you're going to have to redo all of this all over again, which could, take some time of how you did your settings. So now, once we bring over VSeeFace, now it's being tracked here, because we have our OCS motion sensors enabled via the VMC protocol motion sender. So we have the VMC protocol motion receiver, which is sending data from your iPhone that is blinking, right? Then all the settings that we have applied here on a virtual motion capture is now sending, plus including the iPhone tracking whatnot, via the OSC motion sender. So it's sending all this information now to VSeeFace, And on VSeeFace, if we have leap motion capture, which will track your fingers, that's it. That's GG's. You have full motion of everything, including your fingers. Right now, I can only karate chop, but as soon as I get the leap motion capture or controllers, I will make another video. Then in a fourth video, I'm gonna do all those videos combined, and so it's just one full video. But the first three are gonna be in parts. So this is the second video. I know I'm sounding a little bit confusing or confusing to you at the moment, but hopefully I'm not. Hopefully everything makes sense. If you guys like the video, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. If you don't know how to add the VSeeFace onto your OBS, I will quickly just do that real quick. So into the plus button over here, you want to choose game capture, then give it a name, then click on specific window, then you can choose a VSeeFace, or you can choose the other program which we were running, but we're going to go with VSeeFace. And you're going to allow you're going to allow transparency. And now we are here. And back on our VSeeFace program, click on this exit button so it gets rid of all that information. And now we are here on OBS. You did it! It's really simple and really easy to do. I hope you guys like the video. Share it, subscribe to the channel, visit my Twitch down below. I do not give out live tech support when I am streaming. If you need tech support, visit on the Discord. Then I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. Other than that, you guys take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Check out private internet access today. It's going to act as your digital condom, because when you're sticking your things in places where they don't belong, you're going to be fucking yourself over. Now, when you visit no-no sites, like when you're looking at stuff that you're not supposed to, or you're downloading things illegally, there is no logs that is kept by PIA. Now, the U.S. Supreme Court is like, hey, we need you to log all your users, and we need to see if they're up to no good. And PIA is like, yo, government, we don't have logs. That's part of our policy, bro. So that gives you a extra confidence that you can download things illegally. Not I'm saying you should, but I'm just saying they don't keep logs, man. Now, if you can't afford for $10, give or take a month, then don't click skip ad on my videos, because I need that moolah. Buy PIA today. Thank you. If you enjoy my content and want to support me, consider being a channel member. A link will be posted down below. Also, check out my live streams on twitch.tv/𝗷𝗀𝗀𝗀 for that dark sense of humor, edgy content. Everything's more unfiltered over there, within TOS reasons. And for tech support only, join our Discord. I'll see you guys there.